Hi, and welcome to this quick tutorial on Autodesk Sketchbook Express. I currently have open the brushes window, the layers, tools, and colors. I've also done a little bit of drawing here on my board. It's kind of like a sketchbook, like it says. I'm going to close my layers, and in this tutorial I'm just going to show you all the different ways you can get to stuff, because they have several different ways of finding everything in the program. So I'm going to quick clear everything out. Whoops, wrong one. Click clear. There, it's all clear. So there's 3 different ways to find your brushes, which is currently open. Down here on what's called the lagoon, you have your brushes, and when you hover over it, it'll tell you what type of brush you have. And when you click on one, it'll show you down here in this corner what brush you have. If you click on it, it'll toggle your brush toolbox on and off. Also, up on the tools window, you have a brush palette on the side, and that also toggles your brushes on and off. And on your windows, under window, there's a brush palette, and you can also toggle it on and off up there. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 ways of getting to your brush palette. And I will quick run through those so you can see the difference of how they are. And with this being a sketchbook, you are able to change the size and the opacity of all of the brushes, all of the paintbrush, pen, all that, just like you would when you're drawing on something real. You have a smear, so you're able to smear just like you would on a real pad. There's blur, and it blurs everything out. There's a sharpen, so you are able to sharpen up all the pixels and get a really nice sharp look to whatever you're working on. There are 2 erasers, a hard eraser which erases everything, and a soft eraser to soften up that stuff, and if you go over enough times it will eventually erase everything. It just takes longer. Your flood fill will fill everything that you are currently looking at, which is usually just your first layer, the one that you're currently working on. Flood fill all visible layers. However many layers you're currently looking at the time, it will fill all of them. So be careful with that one. You can find your layers under Tools and Straight Down. And here are the different layers. Right now I'm working on the background. If I go to Layer 1, and I'll take my brush, I'll put blue on, and I'll just scribble away. That took over my background because my background is below or underneath my layer 1. I can turn down the opacity so I don't have to see it, or I can turn it up all the way, I can turn it down, however look you like. It's right there. Same with your layer 2, and it'll show you what's on that layer. So here, popped up, and there's this red flower, and then your blue squiggles and your purple lines. It shows you what's in those layers, so you're able to work on them. If I were to do this fill all and click on my fill, it is filling all visible layers. So it's filling my background. If I were to click on layer 1 and fill, can tell that it's filling in both my layer 1 and my background layer. If I did layer 2 and I filled in, you can tell on my layers that they're coming through. Okay, so next Your color palette is down here. It's also up on your toolbar, and it's also under the Windows button. It's called Color Editor. You have your crop, cut, paste, copy, and clear. And your crop, I want to crop out everything but that. So there, I've got this nice little design. Oh, polyline. Can make whatever line you want. Just double click to finish. And I believe I'm on my background still. Okay, next we've got the rectangle, the line, and the freestyle. And right now I've got my eraser on, so you're not able to see, but if I were to put this on so you can freestyle. Okay, this is your brush properties. You're able to change the size and slant of the chisel tip. If you go to the airbrush, you're able to change the size and flow, and it'll show you kind of what you're looking at. So you just gotta play around and see what you like. So that's my little tutorial on Sketchbook Express, and I hope you liked it.